Welcome to the Green Goddess Green Club workshop. Today we have a candle making workshop. This is in aid of NAB, NAB, the National Association for the Blind. So I would like to request Anju to just come in and sing us a small bhajan. Anju.
A very good evening to everybody. We'll start with a small bhajan. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Preeti?
Thank you, Anju. That was lovely. And Anju, can you introduce Deepti now, please?
Yeah, thank you, Preeti. I feel honored to introduce Deepti, the CEO for NAB. And she's been, that NAB is the National Association of the Blind. She has been in the rehabilitation line for the past 30 years. She's also worked previously with Vidya Sagar. And she has a passion for reading and writing. She writes Tamil and English poems. It's a pleasure and privilege to be associated with NAB. So over to you, Deepti.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's actually lovely to be here with all of you. And thank all of you for your wonderful support to NAB. I think we've been getting this support for many, many years. And in fact, NAB cannot function or work as much as we can without the community support. So I'm here with you today to say a little bit about NAB, National Association for the Blind, Tamil Nadu State Branch, and my experience in NAB. So I began my association began in 1988 with a rally for the blind, and then I joined the committee. But NAB itself, NAB Tamil Nadu State Branch itself has begun, it's now more than 60 years. So we started in 1960, and for 6 decades, we've been working with persons with visual impairment, that's totally blind, as well as people with a low vision. So our journey started in a small way. It was Mr. Royapa who was the president. He spearheaded for a while from his house, and his family got completely involved in it. They worked very, very hard to bring up NAB, after which Mrs. Mani Klabala, who the really dynamic took over. So the thing is that NAB has grown and evolved with the needs of the time. So that is what is very important about NAB. When we started with training for people who did not get the opportunity to be educated. So it was regaining, telephone operation, and a little bit of chalk making and candle making and so on. We really worked very hard at vocational training. And mission was the need, and it was in demand. So many people got a job at that point. And then we went on. Then we got our own building and got built in 2000, and it really flourished. We also had a place in Nambattur where we did fitters and mission operation and so on. So why I'm telling you all this is that
Another call I'm getting.
we do
No?
anything. They can fit into all the roles as long as the accessibility the accessibility. So so then we progressed into education, where we started. We started actually supporting the special schools, and then moved into inclusive education. The thing is that we are the first state branch of the main branches in Bombay. So we of course have our own freedom to start our own programs, but we keep connected with each other. So our funding is autonomous. I mean, we have to raise our own funds, but our programs are also equally autonomous. But most of us, I mean, we do very similar things. So we started with special school, but we all believed in inclusive education. So we got into this government program in inclusive education, where we went into mainstream schools. Okay, and we had teachers who were appointed, paid by the government, but appointed and trained by us and guided by us, who supported the kids in the sense they taught them braille, they taught them mobility, they taught them everything to do with activities of daily living. So why I'm saying this is because it was a government program. The reach was huge. We had 8 teachers who could reach out at least to 100 kids a year. And they all went to their 10th, and they all are in colleges, and they did well. They are employed now, many of them. So it was a beautiful program. And then the government took over. But by then we had started a lovely school in inclusive education in a school called Setu Bhaskara Matriculation School, where we have 26 kids now. So they actually get the benefit of both the inclusive setup, the school experience, as well as their special needs, which are braille, mobility, orientation and mobility, and now
Line school.
so we teach the kids how to use their mobile, how to use their computers. So we have computer classes, not just for these kids. We have computer classes for the adults. So you can see, like a cycle and a car moving, you can actually see people doing cycle repair, candle making, paper bag making, and regaining, which started long ago. Okay, you can see that. But on the other side, you can also see technology going on. So that's why I said NAB moves according to the needs of the time. And then we realized that inclusive education actually taught us that we need to start a little early. So we had the early intervention program, which started in 2008. And here, the parents get a lot. I mean, the parents who said, only after I came here, I can actually smile and laugh. I think Mrs. Prema Sitaraman, who is a committee member, will vouch for that. Okay, so the parents get a lot. We also tried and gave them training in tailoring and so on. But the children, it is the children who benefit a lot from this, because they get to learn to train their other senses. So that is what happens in early intervention center, where the parents come with the children. So they of course get support from each other and from us. But the children get early. So all in the mainstream.
Nice.
So early intervention helps like that. Now, during this COVID, actually, we've learned a lot that community gets involved. Okay, because these kids, when they are doing their online exam, somebody becomes the scribe, somebody supports them for tuition. So the whole neighborhood community actually has got involved with these children. But that's not enough. We have many awareness programs. So when Nina and I both got involved because of the Rally for the Blind, actually nobody looks at recreation, but we do. Okay, so we have chess tournaments, we have annual chess tournaments, we get the kids to train themselves for coaching. We do that, but the Rally for the Blind is a unique event where the navigator who reads the tulip charts, all of you must have gone for ladies' rallies. is a person with visual impairment, whereas the driver is the person who is driving is, of course, a person with vision, and there's a whole team, so there's a team effort. So people come to know about what the visually impaired can do. It's a nice socializing event. So we have chess tournament, but we also have things like White Cane Day, where people who use the white cane, we do awareness programs for the community. And we have something called the World Sight Day and World Disability Day. All those are where we can actually interact with all of you as a community. So we did start off with eye care and cataracts and so on, but I think today we have continuous connection with doctors, and all of you are welcome to support us there. And we have complete communication with the community. So, and that's how Nina got involved actually, and that's how all of us got in.
Thank you, Dipti. We are very, very happy to
around supporting us. And NAB is a vibrant, I mean, the kids are really vibrant. So are the trainers. So it'll be nice if, after COVID, of course, people can visit us and interact with us, and we could participate together in events like this and many more awareness events. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Deepthi. We all get to know a lot more about NAB, which is very close to our hearts. Would I like to request now Jayu, our green goddess, to come in and introduce Priya Rajan, please?
Yes. Hi all. I hope it's a lovely evening. It's going to be beautiful. And I again have the opportunity of introducing Priya Rajan, the spatial designer. She was drawn towards art and design even at a very young age. She did not pursue her inherent passion then. She did her BA literature soon after she got married. 7 years after marriage, she did a diploma course on interior designing in 1999. And then nothing was there to stop her. After which, she started her spatial design firm called Form and Function 2000. She has completed more than 600 projects, comprising of residences, offices, schools, hospitals. Each project is executed with an in-depth understanding of the client's vision, aspiration, and lifestyle. She regards her clients as her inspiration and makes sure that every space she creates gratifies their aspirations, thus enhancing the quality of their lives by customizing designs the spaces that they interact with. Her team comprises of entire technical resource required to conceive, create, deliver every deed and design. All projects are handled by her dedicated team with her total professionalism and commitment. The company is fully equipped with the most modern machines and technology for crafting the finest products and bringing out the results that are beyond expectations. Form and Function serves as a single window solutions in designing to transform your dreams into reality. Priya has been a beautiful friend for 20 years, and I've seen her grow with a lot of passion, perseverance, and patience. So let's go and find out where Priya is sitting. Let's go and see if she's in the garden sipping her coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is this the place you enjoy, Priya, having a cup of coffee?
Yeah, Jayu. Hi. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Yeah.
So tell
this
us
is the place I sit.
Yeah.
So Jayu, I stay in Palavakkam, near the beach, close to the sea. We are just 200 meters away from the sea. And this is my garden here, which has become greener and fuller after I joined Green Goddess Club. Yeah, you can have a look. And when the sea is so close to you, every day it looks and sounds different. Some days when I sit here and I can hear the waves, it's so soothing and therapeutic. So this is my small garden here. It's like a jungle.
Beautiful. Love. Beautiful. Lovely. So you have
And
the orchid as well as.
yes, orchid, and can you check out this Cupid?
Oh, beautiful. Lovely.
Yeah. Okay, so I would like to show the my house elevation of facade. It's very simple but distinct because it has this raw brick look. So, and you can see that money growing there. Yeah. And my night
Yeah.
queen. Yeah.
Yes, lots of money for you.
Yes. So we will go
Beautiful.
inside.
Yes. Welcome all to Priya's house.
Yeah. So this house is 23 years old. We moved in 6 years back. I don't have a clue who the builder or the architect is, but the sloping roof we have here, sloping roof, and that skylight there. And
So there's a
you can
lot
check
of
out the-
atrium effect in our house.
Yes, yes, and it
Yes.
has this country feel. It's traditional and country feel. You can see these ventilators here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Beautiful.
So when I renovated this space, I didn't change much of design because I wanted to retain the essence of the place. So yeah, I did tiling, electrical, plumbing, all that, but left this brick wall. Yeah. So just come over, and
Beautiful.
I'm going to take
So
you to my studio.
yes.
Yeah, I'm going to take you to my studio,
Oh
which
wow.
is constructed
Yes,
just
have
2 years back. This is my
studio to
cat.
have
Welcome.
time. Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah, and just add a look. And there's the entrance to this. And now you feel even closer to
Yes.
orchid here, orchid, and
Yes.
yeah. So if you see
Jeff.
the door, this door is pine wood door, and I'm going to show. Okay, this artwork is all illustrations are done by Mittu Krishna Mitra. She's my daughter. She's also an interior designer. These illustrations she's done for some furniture brands, famous furniture brands. And
So beautiful.
yeah, and this is
Are they
my
on
powder room.
sale
I'm
here?
going. Yeah, Jayu,
Yeah. Sure. Are her
you can hear me
are
now,
her
Jayu. So
paintings
this
on
is my
sale?
powder room.
Okay.
What, Jayu?
Does
Okay, this
Mithu
is my
sell
powder room. Yes,
Ah.
she does. She does. Yes, yes. Yeah. In
Okay.
fact, this is our house. She's done our house, you know. You can see all of us there, me on the treadmill, cycle. Yeah. So my powder room, I've given full glass because it's too small. And I've given this a cement look to it, no tiling because it's dry, and this pine wood beading all around. And this, I have sandwiched a cotton fabric from Kalpudruma, which has a self-embroidered design. And if you see the floor, it looks a little bit like Atankudi tile or heritage tile, but actually it's vitrified tile. I just wanted to, and I love colors, yeah, so that's it.
Beautiful.
And we are going to go to the living room because I'm not sure about the network here.
Lovely space in Corona time, Priya, for yourself. Beautiful.
Thank you, Jayu.
Oh, this is
Thank
lovely.
you. Yeah, so
Yeah.
we will go to
So
we'll see the video of my work.
Yes, yes. Preeti, can we have Priya's work, please, the video?
Form and Function is an interior design studio that has been around in Chennai for the last 20 years and have completed over 600 projects. We have done offices, schools, clinics, hospitals, and residences. Let's have a look at some of the work. This is Dr. Lakshman's apartment at Casa Grande, Royapuram. And if you open the windows, you will find a lovely view of the harbor. At the entrance, you have a lot of woodwork and also a stone tile mural that has been done. And this is just like a lovely contrast to
The
the
video is
white
not playing. The
furniture
video
that
is
I've
not
selected
playing.
for the space.
The
The
video is
accent
not
features.
playing.
Okay. Okay. Just a minute, we'll play it again.
Lovely space, Priya. We just hold on till we get to play the video again.
Yeah. So I can
Really
show you
enjoying,
my
huh?
products.
Pretty.
You can see my products here, hand finished products here.
Lumos, right? That's the name
Oh,
of
wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So, Priya,
all this.
what inspired you to become a interior designer?
Okay. Okay,
One minute.
Jayu,
Priya,
I
I
have
think
Interior
you're.
all
design studio that has been
videos
around
coming.
in
Okay.
Chennai for the last 20 years and have completed over 600 projects. We have done offices, schools, clinics, hospitals, and residences. Let's have a look at some of the work. This is Dr. Lakshman's apartment at Casa Grande, Royapuram. And if you open the windows, you will find a lovely view of the harbor. At the entrance, you have a lot of woodwork and also a stone tile mural that has been done. And this is just like a lovely contrast to the white furniture that I've selected for the space. The accent features in this space are quite interesting. They're done with wood, leather, tile, etc. I've also used a little bit of wallpaper just to add a little gold. Very happy to have also done work for a few Duchess members' homes. Let's see what they have to say.
Priya has a good understanding of what would work in a space and a great sense of aesthetics. And her ideas are executed to perfection by her wonderful team. We are so glad to have utilized Priya's services for our dream project.
With her professional efficiency and timely execution of the entire project. We are really lucky to have had Priya and thank her for a wonderful design which suited us and our budget as well.
The next project I'd like to take you through is the Peacock Fertility Hospital in Tirtheni. The color palette chosen for this hospital is green to represent prosperity and fertility. Especially if you notice the reception desk, you will notice how it's been inspired by the peacock itself, where the green sort of merges into a blue.
Priya makes it a home where the heart truly lies. She did some splendid work on my kitchen and wardrobe in the bedroom. It's such a pleasure to walk into the house knowing that she's done her best the way I wanted it.
This is Dr. Ramachandran's and Dr. Shobha's house in Neelankare. It's a 5,000 square feet independent house. The special thing about this house was during the construction of this house, there was a dog at site called Biscuit, who we started feeding during the design phase. Incidentally, this dog has now been adopted by Dr. Ramachandran. The house is a very classical style home. There's a little bit of tradition involved, but it's also got like an old English charm to it. Some of the pieces are vintage pieces from their home, and some pieces we have created to go with those vintage pieces.
This is the person that I'm going to hand my entire house for reconstructing, for repainting, for resorting out, for literally rejuvenating. The dedication, the passion with which she works, through some kind of force of osmosis, has come down into her wonderful team. and they really go out of their way to make a job as it should be, perfectly and properly executed.
Aarti Skin Clinic. This clinic is really special because not only is it a meeting point of spa and clinic, it also has a little bit of an artistic take to it with a lot of decor styling that has been done in terms of the center table, the wall decor, and even the signages and the quotes have been done on a wooden plate.
Beautiful, Priya. Lovely. You make the spaces as beautiful like you. What inspired you, Priya, to start this journey of yours? Hello?
Sing a song now, Jayu.
Yes. Can you hear me,
Come
Priya?
back. She please come back.
Yeah. Okay. Priya, so you make the spaces as beautiful as you are. What inspired you, Priya, for this? Like, how did you start this journey?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Priya?
I can hear you very clearly. Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
Priya?
Jayu. Yeah, I heard you, Jayu. So I've always stayed in beautiful houses as a kid. My parents' house and my grandparents' house. Beautiful meaning not rich, bigger, grand, but quirky, comfortable, and cozy homes. My grandmom's home was in Dindikal, where I used to go for holidays 40 years back or 45 years back. And it was a very beautiful house. Had hundreds and hundreds of plants and fruit bearing trees. And there was this courtyard full of flowering plants and creepers. I remember the floors were red oxide and cement flooring with leather finish, stones, stone pillars, high ceiling, wooden rafts, all windows around with colored tinted glass. And even as a kid, I was fascinated by the colors, finish, and textures. But I didn't pursue my dream. I did BA literature because I didn't have guidance. So I did BA literature. 21, I got married. In my late 20s, I wanted to become financially independent. That's when I did my interior designing course. And soon after that, I started taking up projects. There were a lot of challenging and moments and setbacks, but I stayed on. I was persistent and very resilient. So yeah, so I have done many projects now, and I think this is what I know to do, love to do, creating, designing and creating beautiful and comfortable living and working space for my clients. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Priya, what are the 2 tips you would give? Because everybody in Corona would love beautiful houses. So, what would you give us? Something which we all can do at home, please?
Yeah, of course, you all must be already knowing I'm a designer, not a decorator, but I can give you some tips like you get my, see, lighting always adds on, it really sets up a place and feels very positive. It brings a lot of positive energy. And you can, all my products are like, it'll definitely make the space look, pep up the space and make it look beautiful. So this is my Loomis collection.
So,
Yeah,
is
they're all
Loomis,
hand finished.
can we buy them, Priya?
Yes, Jayu, you can. Yes, you can.
So, guys, you all are most welcome to buy Priya's hand finished products. We will keep up the details. She's on Facebook and Insta. And we will also be putting them on the Green Club on Friday. So you can have a look and buy if you want to make your place look prettier. Beautiful, Priya. And Priya, your house looks a lot of things upcycled and recycled. Oh, lovely,
Yeah.
that cycle. Can you give us some tips on that, how you
So
manage?
if you see, none of the furnitures here are new. They're all old. Only the upholstery I have changed and repaired and I'm using. This cycle here is the one which I wrote to college, BSA cycle, which I've converted into a console. And you see this cot here from my parents' home, 60 years old. And even this Shiva Parvati is my favorite piece from my parents' bedroom. And that clock is St. Thomas, 150 years. He's a American clockmaker. It's 150 years and it's still working. Yeah. So, and all the furniture, you can see that lampshade there. That is coffee stem converted into a lampshade. My sofa, everything is old. Yeah. I believe in sustainability, and I think, yeah, old is beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, and let me tell you, Priya is a Bob, a cyclist, done 400 kilometers. She's every time takes the 100-kilometer race, and she's as fit and as she is beautiful. So, Priya, do you think that you have do you want to make a niche in sustainable interiors, and would you be interested?
Okay.
How would you do
This
it?
is what everyone asks me, how to make sustainable interiors. I can easily say go for non-toxic paint, LED lights, use LED, less consumption of energy, but actually that's all superficial. If you really want to create a sustainable home or a green building, it will happen only when the energy consultant, designer, civil engineer, plumber, electrician, all of us to come together, plan and design and execute. It is not a difficult task, but it needs planning and it needs teamwork. And I really want to get into this and create a niche for myself, though my commercial work will be happening. In fact, I've started designing a house, which construction will start in February. So I've started doing it, and I'll definitely need help from Green Goddess for that. Yeah.
Yes.
To do.
We will definitely help you with the solar, rainwater harvesting, and any help, Priya. We are there for you. So, Priya, would you like to put a lamp and
of course,
in your house?
Of course, and thank you so much, Green Goddess, for this opportunity. And I really pray to God when I say light this lamp to take away all the sickness and bring in harmony and peace and positive energy.
Yeah. So we really thank you, Priya, for contributing. It's been a big, lovely gesture on your part. And we really appreciate you for always supporting us in all our ventures. And it feels lovely to have women power, helping us all the time and supporting us. So beautiful. Let this hope of light be spreading to all. And thank you very much,
thank you,
Priya.
thank you,
Really
Jay. Thank you so much.
We
Thank
all
you so
will come
much,
and
Jay.
soon see you.
Thank you, Preeti.
Yeah?
Thank you, Neena. Thank you, Anju. Thank you, Manju. All of you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Let's go and make candle now.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, over to Preeti. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jayu. Thank you, Priya. I know the donators are getting very restless. Let's get straight into the candle making workshop. I know all of you have been waiting. Thank you so much for your patience. Let's have the beauteous Nina ready. She's the president of NAB for the last 9 years, and she's going to show us the way to do it, how to make candles. You're learning how to make candles, and it's for a great cause. Nina?
Hey, hi everyone. First of all, thank you so much for coming in for the workshop. Okay, let me tell you, have no expectations because this is just a beginner's workshop. And I was just telling my family today, all these things are available on the YouTube. You just have to switch on any channel and then you can just see the do-it-yourself videos. But with someone like us, ordinary people, who are among us, when we do workshops, I think that is the inspiration. It's like, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So I guess it's all about that. That's the reason we started our workshops at the Green Goddess, and we started off with Jeff's do-it-yourself, and now it's me with your candle workshop. Ready to go? I know you guys are restless. Okay, and just to go into the checklist, everyone, are you all close to your stuff? Are you ready?
All are ready, Nina, and raring to go.
Okay. Guys, are your patrons ready? Preeti, you need to give me yes, no, because I can't.
Yes, they're all ready, Nina. They're all raring to go. You can start. They all kept everything ready.
this is my bathroom. Step 1.
Okay.
Here we have the paraffin wax, which we have sent you. This is about 750 grams. Add that in place. And then in the smaller cover, you have the steric, right? Guys?
Yes.
Add that in.
So Nina, you've added the wax and you added the steric, correct?
Together. I'll tell you why I have added both together and what steric does to the wax, okay? Now, this is going to go right onto the stove. You cannot see, but right now here, this is about 3 feet away. I'm just going to put it on the stove, light it up with start high, and then go into a sim and keep it on sim when it's melting. Just maintain it like that. Guys, this is going to take about 3 to 5 minutes because we tried it out yesterday. In the meanwhile, I'm going to call in someone very interesting. I request Mr. Godwin to come in at this point of time when the wax is melting.
Thank you, Nina, for that introduction. So nice. Ladies, it's such a joy to be here. Nevertheless, thanks to the Green Goddesses, this has been my background for months, not for today especially. So I started this music class sometime in June, and ever since then, I'm a lover of green gardens. I have a very small house compared to all the ones that you've shown. It's beautiful. But my little tiny balcony got the first prize in the Casa Grande competition for balcony gardens. So someday I hope some of you can come and have a look at my garden too. All right, so here's looking at walking you down the memory lane. I'm a retro singer. I teach music too. So within a limited 3 minutes, I will walk you down the memory lane with a medley of some of the wonderful pop numbers of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So here I go. Ready? When the sun shines on the mountains and the night is on the run, it's a new day, it's a new wave as I fly up to the sun. Una paloma blanca, oh, I'm just a bird in the sky. Una paloma blanca, over the mountains I fly, and no one can take my freedom away. Down the way where the nights are gay and the sun shines daily down a mountain top, I took a trip down a sailing ship. When I reached Jamaica, I made a stop, but I'm sad to say I'm on my way. Won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, me head is turning around. Had to leave a little girl in Kingston town. South of the border, down Mexico way. Oh, that's where I fell in love, when stars above came down to play. And now as I wander, my thoughts ever stray, aside of the border, down Mexico way. Looking for a job in the city, working for a man every night and day. There I never lost the good side of the city, worrying about the way things might have been. Oh, big wheels keep on turning, our primary keep on burning. Rolling, rolling, yeah, rolling down the river. Baby, come rolling, rolling, yeah, rolling down the river. Hey girl, what you doing down there? Dancing alone every night while I live right above you. I can hear the music playing swaying. I can feel your body swaying. One floor below me, you don't even know me. I love you. Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me. Twice on the pipe if the answer is no. Oh, my sweetness means you'll meet me down the hallway. Twice on the pipe means you ain't gonna show. Sunday. My, it's a beautiful day. Well, that was a tour of the yesteryear numbers. And yeah, Nina, would you have anything to join me with, or? Yes.
Nina, you have to unmute.
Okay, guys, has your wax melted now? Thank you, Gordon, sir.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you so much,
Nina,
ma'am.
there was a series of questions regarding the wax
Yeah,
and
I've seen the questions. I just wanted the wax to melt. Is everyone's wax melted? Are they ready to add everything? Are we ready to go to the next step?
No, Nina, they want to know the proportion of the wax and the stearate.
No, we said to mix everything. I mixed everything together.
Okay.
What we packed was the proportion, 750 grams and 250, everything to be put on into your vessel. The total amount.
Okay, so everyone, I hope you mix the total amount and you put it on your burner. First it's on high flame and then you simmer it, right?
So I think people are saying it's all melted, right?
Yes, or mostly melted.
Can I go on to step number 2? Can you take the vessels from your stove and then keep them down? Keep them down for a minute for it to slightly cool down. Can you do that?
It hasn't melted for a few of them yet, so it's like a half-half.
Can I go on to step 2? You have to give me a yes or a no, Preeti.
I think you should go ahead, Nina. A lot of them want the workshop to finish on time, so we'll go ahead.
Okay, this is the melted wax. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
That's
Yes.
how it looks. Is that not what's looking for you all? Yeah?
I surely hope so. So all the wax is melted. I hope you got to see it. It's almost like water, isn't it? I hope all of you have got your waxes melted.
Not fully melted. Okay, keep melting it because I think some of you will take a few more minutes because mine is completely melted and I'm going on to step number 2. Step number 2 would be you need to add the color to it, right? How do we add the color? We need oil. Remember I told you all to keep any oil with you, any refined oil, any coconut oil, anything. Just take about 3 spoons of this. It's little more than a teaspoon, about a tablespoon. 3 of them. going to go with the blue color here. Colors are something which is like very, very personal again. I mean, if you want to, I mean, just like any other dish that we make or any other, painting that we create, it's just like that, okay? You want to go light, then I think it has to be just a pinch of it. If you want it a little darker, then you have to take more of it. And you can only your eye can tell you how much you got, right? So add a pinch of that. Step number 2, your colors are mixed with your oil. Is that right?
Yes, got it.
Yeah. Someone is asking how much is a pinch, Preeti, and you have to answer that question.
Pinch yourself a bit.
Again, it depends on the color, the shade that you want. You have to use your sense of color to see what color you want. I wanted to go a little darker this time, so I've added a little more and I made it a darker blue. Because the lighter blue is what I created yesterday, that is like really light blue. Right? This is what I made yesterday. But now I went to shade darker and I've used the blue color and I've mixed it with some oil and some color in this.
One color only or multiple colors?
Depends on what color. I'm going on a single color this time. Guys, we are still in a beginner's workshop, right? So just got a single color for now. I've taken 2 different kind of containers here. Remember I sent you this short glasses yesterday? Take that please. Take that, keep it in front of you. And then you've got your wicks. Right? Take that. Keep it for now. I'll tell you what has to go in. Remember I told you all that we need some sticks. Sticks. I'll tell you why we require the sticks. The glass, the short glass has the wick in it, and I'm pouring about 3/4 of the clear wax into it right now. And I'm going to add the color to it. Remember, we also have an aroma with us.
Yes, Nina, just a backtrack. How much did you add? You added
Preeti, everything depends on the color that you want.
Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, even if you want it light, then you just take a little bit from that. If you want darker, then you just go darker. Just like how you mix paint with that. That's all it is.
all right.
There's no proportion in it. It's just about your sensibility and what your creativity. I'm going with the popular vanilla flavor into this. This is the aroma that I'm adding on. And even this, so I'm adding 1 tablespoon of this to 1 glass. Yeah? Preeti, can you repeat what has gone into this glass, please?
It is the color. The color depends on what you would like, light or dark, and then you add.
The color was also mixed with oil right earlier, and then we added the aroma to this, and now your glasses which are ready, I'm going to put some into this.
Awesome.
My hero for the day, Ravi, has made this very ingeniously, okay? He's taken a bit of aluminium and he's made a hole into this. This is it. So this can be used as a support for your wig.
How did he make it,
See
Nina?
that?
The paper.
It's aluminium, or the choice is, I told you we can use also sticks. You can also use, we're talking about reusing things, right? So even the ice cream that you eat, save those sticks for this.
Okay. It's a great idea. Nina, I need to recap. A lot of people want to recap. So basically, we heat.
I will get into recap. I'll get it. Okay, the ice cream stick I was talking about. Okay, these are all things. Anything can be used as a support for your candle. One is what I've used here as the aluminium to keep my wick straight. I'm taking another flat wooden spoon, right? Or I can even take a stick on that. This is all to support your wick, right? Guys, I've still got my leftover wax here, the one that I've used in this. I want to do something very little different. So I put some colored pebbles into this, so it can hold on and look nice also. I'm adding my wax into this. This is your camera. See what I meant by supporting your wick with any kind of a stick.
That's perfect. We want the wick to stay in the center, otherwise it would be falling.
Yeah, otherwise, I mean, it's like ori, so anything can be a support for you. It could be the ice cream stick, it could be a broomstick, right? Anything to just keep it upright. Got it?
Got it.
Now, just let it rest for a while. Let it all come together. I think we're just going to give it another 2 or 3 minutes. Let it settle down. And then we're going to add the rest of it to fill it up to the top. That's the idea. Clear?
Once you start with the second one, it will get clearer, Nina. Right now, everyone is like...
I mean, I just zapped.
it's just that they had to run to the kitchen and melt it and bring it back. So...
Okay. Okay, now I'm still going to wait for a little while for this to get a little more solidified, and then I'm going to add the rest of it. Preeti, can you find out which step was confusing for everyone at this point?
They just want you to recap from the start, Nina.
I will. It's just about 7-8 steps, and I'll go through it again with the next color, right? Keep your stubs on, keep your vessels on.
They had an issue with the color and oil, and then you pour the wax. So that is where it starts.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think I waited for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'm going to fill it up to the brim. Yeah?
So you're topping it off. Superb. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to rest it for another 5 minutes so that it becomes solid. And guys, my candle is ready.
Awesome.
Isn't it simple?
Less than 5 minutes.
Can you see the finished one here?
Can you bring it a little closer to, is it possible that we get a closer view, Nina?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. It's great.
Got it?
Yes.
And this is the other one with the colored glass pebbles.
This is the one with the pebbles in it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can add seashells or anything else that you
Anything
would
that, because I have this at home and I haven't gone to the beach in quite a while. I didn't go pick up any shells. And now I'm going to pour the rest of the wax into this container also.
Okay. Should we fill it right up till the brim of the glass, Nina?
Yeah. Preeti, are we okay so far?
We are okay so far, Nina, but they are some
Can I go back into the first step?
Yes,
Start with the
yes.
first step again?
Yes, Nina, that would be nice.
Guys, step number 1, be close to a source of heat, okay? I would prefer a regular gas stove that you have at home. Some people you can use induction, but then you need special induction vessels for it. So I went with the regular gas stove, the regular steel one. You can also clean it up if there's a spillage of any wax on it, with the regular gas cylinder next to it, and regular aluminium or steel bathroom. That's all you require to start the process, yeah? And then the proportion of wax, I'm going to go into details about wax after this session. The proportion of wax is being 3/4 to 1/4 of the steric that we have used. That is the proportion that we have used. You add both together, put it into your bathroom and put it on your stuff to melt. Put it on high for a few seconds and then let it be on sim. Let it be melting at the sim level. Once the wax is melted, almost melted, what you can do is you can start mixing your colors. Take your color that you have. We've sent you for 2 or 3 colors, guys. So take any color that you want and take the oil that we told you to keep it handy. Take about 3 tablespoons of the oil for a container like this. Take the amount of color that you want. If you want to go dark, little more. If you want to go light, go light. But even actually a pinch of it can add a little color to it, because I think colors like this can only take a pinch of it.
That's a lovely pinch.
Yeah, I used a pinch right there. And then yesterday I went a little darker and then I used a little more.
No, that's like candy floss. Lovely.
Yes. So this is the gradation of colors that you can have. Everything depends on the amount of color that you want to use. Right?
And I have the labels as well, Nina. I am friendly.
Yeah, I'll tell you more. I'll tell you that little story a little later.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, so far so good. Can I go ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay. So now you have mixed the colors. Take the wax, keep it down, keep it away from the stove. Start mixing your colors. Once the colors are ready, get your aroma also ready, and then take how much of a wax you want depending on the container. For example, depends on the size of container you're going to be using. If you're going to take this, then you'll have to take double the size of this for the wax. You understand why I'm saying that? Because once the wax solidifies, I think it requires that amount of wax in it. Like I said, this is just a beginner's workshop. You'll get the hang of it when you keep doing it. So we go ahead with, let me finish this to the brim and then this candle is ready for me. That's the ideal size. Can we see that?
Yes, Nina, we can see it.
Yeah. So once your colors are mixed, once your aroma is ready, take the aroma. It can be any aroma that you want. For example, suppose you're using colors like, brown color, then you go with your aroma, the coffee that we have sent you. You can even add coffee beans at the bottom of this. You got it?
That's a
You
great
can
idea.
Coffee beans with the coffee essence.
Okay.
Because this is what we use at brew room also. Then, as soon as you enter, you also get the smell of coffee. It's not just from the machine, it's also from the candles that we use there. Right? And that's it. So when you mix the color in the amount of wax that you've already taken, you mix your aroma, and then the process is take the container and then you fill it up just about maybe another half, and then you position your wick like how we position the wick here. The positioning of the wick is important because it's going to topple because it's wet, right? You know, it's not yet in set.
Right.
So things like this are good for support. I've given you 3 options on the support. It could be like an ice cream stick. It could be an aluminium, whatever strip that Ravi has created for me. Or it could even be the green goddess way, a broomstick. Right? So anything, nothing goes waste when you're doing all these things by yourself. I realized that, you know. Like yesterday when I went around looking for pebbles all over the house because I wanted to fill up one container. It's such fun, you know, because everything is still freely available. Nature is willing to give you everything and you just have to take it and use it well. That's all it's all about. Okay, guys, now I want everyone to know these steps clearly because this is really the simplest way of doing a candle. In fact, my granddaughter came the other day and she took exactly 10 minutes to learn it.
Wow.
So that gave me confidence that, you know, all of us can learn it quite quickly, all right? So guys, can I go on to anything else? I'm ready. Preeti, can you get a yes or a no from the participants?
Most of them have got it, Nina. There's a few questions regarding on how to set the wick up. They're having some issues on getting the wick straight. Is there any tips?
We have options. I mean, don't tell me you don't have any support at home. What about using a pencil or a pen? Anything straight is a support for you.
Okay.
That's all. I mean, you know, that's how your wooden pencils are also handy. You know, things which are like, you know, half pencils which you use most of them, you can use it for this.
They have already started.
The right time to cut the wick to your size is not at this stage, but it takes at least about half an hour to 45 minutes. It depends on when the whole thing is set completely. Only then you can cut the wick to how much ever you want. Got it? The wick has to be just a few centimeters above the candle. That's it.
Perfect, Nina. Many of them have started sending in photos in the candle workshop group. So
what does it look like?
It looks delicious. Blue.
Okay. Guys, I'm going to go for another color.
Okay. What are you choosing this time, Nina?
No prizes for guessing.
Green.
Green.
Wonderful.
This is a yellowish green. This is one of my favorite colors. Remember, Preeti, Jayu, we bought this color for our launch color.
Yes.
I've chosen this as a very special thing.
I guess many people can just play with colors and make it to the heart's content. So it's all up to them, their creativity. Great.
It's a very simple one, it's a very enjoyable one, nothing to be stressed out about because there's no one judging you here and we're all learning on the job. I think it's just let go and have fun on this.
Superb.
Remember the coconut shells that we have sent you guys? I mean, there's, I don't think I have any shells left over here. With the coconut shell, I rather that we go all white without adding any color to it. You know, so it's good to go all white in it. White color will set it. Friends, I sent you 3 colors the other day, isn't it? I sent you a white, which is a common shade for everything. A white can be mixed with a dark pink to make it like a peach color and things like that. So that white, like any other palette that you use, you can use it to neutralize or to make it lighter.
Yes, it's the color theory. If you want to darken anything, add a bit more darker shade. And if you want to
this is the white that I have. I'm going to use the white this time with this green to lighten it a little. Yeah?
Understood. A lot of pictures coming in the groups. Many of them have finished most of their candles and diyas in yellow and blue and red. It's looking lovely.
Super. So I go back to mixing the next color, Preeti.
Okay. So that's oil, and you're taking about few teaspoons or tablespoons.
I'm taking exactly 3 teaspoons for this.
Okay.
3 tablespoons for this. Yeah?
Yes.
And I'm going to go for a pinch of this color.
Pinch of
This
the
color is a very dark color, so I'm just going to go for a pinch on this.
Right. Pinch of sunshine. Okay. Some have made it with green color as well. Everything is looking fabulous.
Okay, that's the green shade that I've come with here.
Yes, Neha.
Guys, it can be a do-it-yourself workshop, but I've got about 5 people here helping me out.
Yeah, because we are on a time limit. Otherwise, we can do it aram se and it'll be very meditative. We are dealing with hot wax, so everyone must use some gloves if possible. Do not burn your.
Preeti, if I'm going to go with a color like this, what aroma should I be using?
Oh, I'm
If
thinking.
it's a lemon color.
Yummy. Lemon sorbet.
Citronella, right?
Citronella, lemongrass.
Yes. That's the aroma that you should be using for colors like this. Like I said, we just have to use our sensibility in all this.
And citronella and lemongrass is the one that keeps the mosquitoes and flies away, right, Nina?
Also, and I think it's a very pleasant smell. And it's easy for everyone to tolerate it, because I think some people don't like the smell of flowers. My son-in-law's Skanda is allergic to malipu. Things like so. Yeah, so things like and for his wedding, I remember it was a challenge to do the decor for the wedding. I couldn't do any malipu anywhere because he gets allergic to it.
And that is a challenge.
Okay, now. Guys, there goes my green color.
Lovely.
The beautiful lemon green.
Can you bring a little closer to the thing that the light is reflecting off the... Yes, now we can see it. Perfect. Thank you.
It's almost like a lemon color, right?
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, what is the next step, Preeti?
Yes, Nina. Put in the wick.
Yes.
Yes. And then we try and keep it in the center.
Support the wick.
Support
because this is what happens to the wick. It falls off, right? So you need to support it.
That is a very, very good idea that Ravi has given us with an aluminium. So simple. So he just drilled a hole, right? You can do that with a spoon.
He actually drilled a hole. It's always good to take a little longer wick because then you can always snap it off. Otherwise, if it's too short, it can fall into the wax, right?
Right.
Now, my lemongrass citronella candle is getting ready.
Wow.
I'm going to wait for a few minutes and I'm going to add on the rest of it. So this candle is absolutely ready.
Perfect.
Can it get easier than this, Preeti, to do candle making?
I think it's so simple and it's getting addictive, Nina.
Very, because I feel like the last 10 days has only been playing with the candles here, trying different colors. different containers. Everything I see, I think it can be used, reused for a candle making. I'll show you what I did. The yellow is there.
Nina, these colors that you are using, if someone was to buy it from the shop, would they say it's a Rangoli color, or is there anything special in the color for the candle?
I'll let you know where to even pick up these things from. Yeah. So yesterday I found this nice yellow bucket in my store. Okay. So and I want to fill it up with wax. But then I said, I need so much of wax, and that's going to take more than 2 kilos, right?
Right.
So then Ravi, my teacher, said, "Ma'am, there are different options of doing it. So I filled up almost 3/4 of this with stones."
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so that is the reason I went around the garden yesterday picking up all the stones. So 3/4 of it was pebbles, and then it just took only about maybe just another glass or two of the wax to fill up a huge big thing like this. But
That's
when anyone sees it, looks solid, right?
Yes.
It even weighs solid. Yeah.
That's heavy also.
And this can take a number of wicks. So when I light it, I'm going to light it. It's going to look very, very pretty.
So there are 4 wicks in that big one, right, Nina?
Yeah, I've used about 5 or 6 because it's a big enough patram, it's a big enough bucket, right? So
very nice. Superb. Thank you.
And there has been, we had picked up these containers for babies, I think, first to second birthday. So all of them have been lying around. So
Wow.
I said, this one, I did the same thing. Even this has a base of solid pebbles. And then I went all white with this. Because there's so much of color outside.
Very nice.
I'm going to light up these two to make you understand.
I think in our group we have people have advanced. They're making many different colors and even gradient of the color, like orange to yellow.
And Preeti, this has been in Riti's toilet for at least the last 5 years. We don't know what to do with it. So I just put some wax in it.
Wow, now we know. Anything
now
and everything
can be used, right? It looks really pretty, right? You know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Done.
So that's what I'm trying to convey is anything that you don't use at home, you can convert it into a candle and then you can light up your home, right? You know? You're also being eco-friendly when you have nice dinners, it can be intimate. When you use the right kind of candles, it can add to the whole ambience of your house, right?
Absolutely.
So I need to add on, I have to finish my lemongrass candle. I have to fill in the balance of the wax in it. Remember, I just filled in about half at that time.
Right.
There you go. So pretty. Pretty is the exact color of the sarees we go for the launch.
Beautiful. Wow. Oh, that's amazing.
I'm going to rest these candles for a while. I'm going to let the wick also get firmly planted into it.
Okay. Nina, in these wax candles, when we make them, is there a chance for air bubbles to form?
I'm going to tell you why it won't be formed. I am going to explain that. Have you noticed? I mean, we've been making candles. I mean, for the last, I think I've been president of NAB for the last 9 years. And every Diwali, I get all my friends from NAB coming over, and then we all do the diyas and the candles together. But this is the first time I've actually got down to doing any diya. I would only concentrate on the marketing or the packing of it. And this is actually the first time I've got down to even making it, and it's so precious. I think I missed out all these years, you know. So what I'm trying to say, it's the easiest thing to do. And all the candles that we've made, I mean, all these have been made, there have been no bubbles whatsoever, right? Because we've been marketing it, and all of you have also been buying diyas for us. All well-wishers of NAB and all my friends have been buying it over the years. We've never had a bubble, and I'll tell you why we have not had. At this point of time, I want to introduce my actual teacher, Ravi. Ravi, 1 minute. Give up. Guys, can you see Ravi?
No, he's out of the frame. He can stand next to you, Nina. Yes, perfect. We can see him now. Thank you, Ravi.
We call Ravi the creative teacher at NAB. Any new course that is happening, I mean, the first choice that comes to our mind is Ravi. And Ravi has been at NAB for the last 20 years. 23 years, Ravi has been working at NAB, and the amount of dedication and discipline with how he works at NAB is quite amazing. With loads and loads of patience. And yesterday I was asking him, Ravi, why did you choose to work at NAB and not anywhere else? So, என்ன சொல்லிட்டீங்க இந்த மாதிரி சொல்லுங்க. மாஸ்க் எடுத்து சொல்லுங்க. மாஸ்க் எடுத்து சொல்லுங்க. louder பேசுங்க.
Good evening. நான் NAB ஜாயின் பண்றதுக்கு வந்து மெயின் காரணம் வந்து என்னுடைய அக்கா பொண்ணு வந்து பிளைண்ட். NAB வந்து சார் நான் ஜோனல் ஆஃபீஸர். இந்த மாதிரி இந்த இடத்துல வந்து சிலம்பர்ஸ்னு ஒரு பொண்ணு இருக்கு. பிளைண்ட் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அவங்க வீட்டு தெரியுமாட்டாங்க. என்னையே வந்து கேட்டாங்க. நான் போயிட்டு என்னுடைய அக்கா பொண்ணு தான் காமிச்சேன். ஸோ எங்களுக்கு டியூஷன் எடுக்கிறான்னு கேட்டாங்க. சார் எங்களுக்கு அக்கா பொண்ணு பிளைண்ட் நான் டியூஷன் எடுக்கிறேன். நான் வந்து ஃபுல் அண்ட் ஃபுல்லாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன் வாலண்டியர்னு சொல்லி அவங்களுக்கு கிளாஸ் எடுத்தேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து NAB ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுத்தாங்க. சிபிஆர் ஒர்க்கில் ஃபீல்டு ஒர்க்கில் ஜாயின் பண்ண பிகினிங்கில் 3 இயர்ஸாக ஃபீல்டு ஒர்க் ஒர்க் பண்ணேன். அப்போ எங்கள் சித்தப்பா பையன் நாகராஜ் அவனும் டோட்டல் பிளைண்ட். அவனுக்கு நாங்கள் ஹெல்ப் பண்ணுறோம். NAB ஜாயின் பண்ண பிறகு ஸ்கிரைப் எழுதி எனக்கு வாய்ப்பு கிடைச்சிது. நான் 9th ஸ்டாண்டர்டுக்கு ஃபஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம் எழுதினேன். இப்போ அந்த தம்பி ஸ்டூடெண்ட் அவன் இப்போ வந்து MA MPhil PhD படிச்சிருக்கான். அப்புறம் வந்து பிஎட் வந்து என்ட்ரன்ஸ் எக்ஸாம் எழுதினேன். ஸ்கிரைபா பாரதிராஜா இப்போ ஒரு டீச்சராக இருக்காரு. இந்த முத்துக்குமார் ஒரு பையனுக்கு MA எக்ஸாம் எழுதினேன். ஸோ ஸ்கிரைபாக என்னை வந்து NAB வந்து டெபிட் பண்ணாங்க. 1997 ஜாயின் பண்ணேன். எனக்கு வந்து நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்ணாங்க NAB மூலிமா. கேண்டில் கற்றுக்கு வந்து மே மாமா பிகினிங்கில் வந்து சொல்லி கொடுத்தாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் டைப் ஆஃப் கேண்டில்லாம் சொல்லி கற்றுப்பான்னு சொல்லி எனக்கு நம்ம வந்து பாண்டிச்சேரிக்காரங்க வச்சு அங்கே ட்ரைனிங் கொடுத்தாங்க. இப்போ நல்லா யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக வேலை செஞ்சுருக்கேன். NAB மறக்க முடியாது. நிறைய ஹெல்ப் பண்ணியிருக்கேன் எங்களுக்கு. அது மட்டும் இல்லை அது மூலிமா மற்ற நிறைய நண்பர்களோட படிச்சிருக்காங்க. இன்னும் கேண்டல்லாம் செஞ்சுருக்காங்க. அவங்க என்ன தேவைன்னாலும் எனக்கு கேட்குறாங்க. இது மாதிரி மார்க்கெட்டுக்கு போங்க, நீ அங்கே பாரிஸில் ராசப்பா ஸ்ட்ரீட் போங்க, அங்கே கேண்டலுக்கு தேவையான எல்லா ரா மெட்டீரியல் டூல்ஸ் எல்லாம் இருக்கும், நீங்கள் வாங்கி யூஸ் பண்ணுங்க. டவுட் எப்போனாலும் கேட்கலாம், நான் வந்து கிளியர் பண்ண சொல்லியிருக்கேன்.
Thank you, Ravi.
So we have many teachers like Ravi who work at NAB for many years now, and it's amazing that with the kind of love and patience with how they work, we are eternally grateful to them. So I think my candles for today are ready. I'm going to end the session with doing my coconut one, and then we're going to end the session. Yeah. Do you want to check any of the questions there, Preeti? Anyone has any doubts on it?
Yes, Nina, everything is clear. Now they've moved on to how do we remove all the excess wax. Once the candle dies down, that little bit of wax that's left over, how do they get to remove it? One from the candle, the tumbler, and also on the table.
Okay, for that, I think they have to come to the next class.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, let me go back to why we do not have bubbles, okay? I was also seeing a lot of videos last evening also on YouTube because I wanted to be very sure why we are using steric into this whole thing, okay? Because there's a choice today of doing the candles with the gel candles, with soya wax and the paraffin wax. There's different kinds of ways that you can make a candle. What steric actually does is it gives a very even finish and it doesn't let bubbles form, So that is the reason we like to use steric along with it. And I think the good person who taught Ravi that many years back, I think she was a white person, Ravi. I think she gave good hints about how to do that. So we at NAB have maintained this method, and for us it has worked. But I would like to go into gel candles, and I think by the next season, maybe for Christmas, we'll be making more of the gel candles. So we'll bring it out and we'll send you the pictures on that, right? So let's go on to the coconut shell and then finish the session. Preeti, any more questions, any more doubts?
Yes, Nina, in the wax that's spilled on the tabletops, do we just wait for them to dry and then we'll scrape them off? That's all, is it?
Just scraping it off. And for example, like yesterday, I think I was asking Ravi how to clean bathroom. There's too much wax in it. Yeah. So he said just lightly heat it over the stove a little. It's going to melt and then it's easy to wash it off. Right? Then you can just wipe it off with cloth. Okay, guys, I'm just going in for the all white candle. That's the white color I've used for the coconut shell. I'm going in for a lavender aroma here.
Okay. That's a great combination, white and lavender.
Maybe any more doubts anyone has? What we're going to do is this workshop is meant for everyone. I mean, at the end of it, I think each one of you can make your own candles. And I can't, we're not going to hold any information back on anything. We're going to send you wherever we picked up all the materials from Paris Corner, including the contact people at Paris, so that, you know, you can directly ask for wherever we picked up the glass bottles or the shot glasses, or wherever we picked up the colors, or wherever we picked up the wax. All that will be posted on the Green Club contract on the candle workshop, so that you will have all the information with you.
Perfect, Nina. That's what was the most of the questions.
Because we didn't want to hold back anything, Preeti, because it has to be an all-inclusive.
Yes, Nina.
Okay, this is another hint, guys. They said to use something as a base for this so that it doesn't topple over.
That's a good idea, to keep it steady. Okay. Great.
In goes my clear wax, which is already melted. I'm adding it to my aroma and to my white color which has been mixed with the oil. Preeti, I'm sounding like an expert already.
You are an expert, Nina. You've been working on this for the last 10, 15 days, and actually entire household has been doing this for the last 10, 15 days. So we will wait for your advanced candle making workshop, Nina.
Gel candle workshop.
Gel candle workshop.
Guys, that's my coconut shell with the white wax mixed into it, and I'm going to let it rest for a while. Preeti, any more doubts anyone has, so that we can?
It is crystal clear. I think everyone is showcasing their talent and creativity on the group. It's really lovely to see all their different ones.
So guys, I think we're overrun the time. We promised that we'll finish the workshop at 6 o'clock. I think we overrun by another 30 minutes. I hope it was useful for you. If there are any doubts, we'll also clear it on the group again for you. But I can just say that NAB is very close to my heart. And I think I thank Alabu who's given me this responsibility of being the president of NAB, and it's given me immense pleasure, and it's a privilege to serve the blind. And I think it has added a lot of meaning, and it's added a purpose to my life. So I'm going to work at it passionately. That's what I've decided. Let me tell you a little story before I finish. It was the day of the floods. I mean, my whole house was surrounded by water. There was no electricity whatsoever, and everything that I had at home was at the ground level. Everything was full of water. And we had spent 2 nights at home without any electricity. And especially one night, my husband, I told him to leave. Someone had come to rescue him, so he left with them. I couldn't leave because I had to take my pets also with me. So I waited for the next boat to come, which came the next day. So I had to spend that night all alone in Kottapuram in my house, and I've never slept alone. So there was no electricity, completely darkness. And you know what light lit up my bedroom that day? It was the candies that I made at NAB that season. You know, there were some candies which were with me, and I think they were there with me through the night. Okay, so that's how NAB has lit up my life.
Wow.
I just want to tell you, I'm never going to forget that experience. And I think that's what it's meant to be. This Diwali, when you celebrate with your family, when you make your own diyas, you will not just be lighting up your houses, but you're going to be also lighting up a whole lot of lives at NAB. So thank you so much for your support, everyone. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Nina. Thank you so much. We learned quite a bit, and I think few of them have also become an expert. Can I request Manju to please come and give the vote of thanks?
Preeti, I'm here. Thank you everyone for being with us. Okay, now I can see myself. Preeti, you're able to hear me?
Loud and clear, Manju, go ahead.
Okay, great. So this has been an amazing workshop where progressively we have seen Nina work her heart and soul into it. We have seen people helping her around her, and the way she had displayed everything so colorfully beautiful. Thank God we all have light and love in our hearts. Otherwise, imagine what kind of human beings we would have been. So this workshop has really been very enthusiastically conceived and progressed into this beautiful evening today. So I wish to thank Dipti from NAB, Priya Rajan, Godwin, Ravi, Nina, and all the participants. Would like to even add, just before the function and Festival of Lights, Nina has brought out a different side of her, which we all knew. But the emotional, sentimental thing she said has applied to all of us when we are down, and there's always been a light for us in a different way, probably a smile, probably someone just acting mad. So I think light comes in different forms. So I'm so happy that Green Goddess was able to conduct such a beautiful workshop with the support of everybody. And thank you, dear participants. We apologize for being a little late, but it just happened. Thank you so much. Love and light to all. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you, Green Goddesses.
Thank you, Manju. As usual, lovely to see you.